So today we will tell you how to be perfect in English.
So my first question to both of you, how to speak fluent English?
Suppose that I am saying that I'm a good chef. Until and unless I cook, nobody will believe that I'm a good chef. So for them, I have to make the food. So this is the thing. For becoming a good speaker, you have to speak. You have to show that yes, I am something.
People have a lot of English phobia, which is called Anglophobia, right? Why this Anglophobia has been originated and taken place in people's mind, that why they have become English phobic and Anglophobic. How can we eliminate this phobia? Please go ahead.
It's not our native language, that is why we are fearing of that. Suppose that if I ask the foreigner people like, do you have Anglophobia? They will say no, of course not. We have problem of Hindi. Even maybe they are taking the classes of English. And why we are fearing, guys? Because it's not our native language. That is why we are facing problem.
Negativity. Eliminate your negativity, nominate your positivity, be optimistic, be positive thinker, don't be negative for English language, right?
When you have the enough knowledge about anything, it means you're going to deliver your knowledge. You're not going to use the filler word that is like, just, so, because you are enough in that.
Bruce Lee has said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks one.
Right.
But I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times.
Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, sat shri akal, kamagani, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be an amazing and fascinating conversation with both the girls, amazing girls, fascinating girls, talented, intellectual, marvelous, audacious, miraculous, excellent, Shadaf and Shafa, right? So they both are quite excited today. First of all, let me ask you that, what are we gonna discuss today?
So first of all, I would like to say that good morning and good afternoon, good evening all of you. Namaste, namaskar and assalamu alaikum. After a long time, I have come back on Happiness Institute, and in front of us, Abdullah sir is standing, and we are just going to the conversation of yours, आपका, जो आपके दिमाग में बहुत दिनों से है, कैसे इंग्लिश को सीखें, कैसे बोलें, कैसे फ्लुएंट हो. Like you guys are facing so many problems in your life, so many challenges, but even you are not perfect. So today we will tell you how to be perfect in English.
All right, Shadaf has described that what we are going to discuss, and it's quite going to be exciting conversation, because we have seen and observed that maximum number of the people are there that who just take English as the boach, as the burdens. My God, it's quite tough. They don't maintain their fluency and proficiency. One of the biggest issue. They have the knowledge, they have the information about English language, but one of the biggest challenge they are facing that they don't have the fluency. So my first question to both of you, how to speak fluent English? How to speak fluent English? Go ahead.
So, well, this is Shafaq, and namaste, namaskar, assalamu alaikum, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. As sir asked to me, how to be fluent in English, so I'm going to answer to you. If you want to be fluent in English, so first of all, you need to be regular with that. Do regular speaking, do regular writing, and do regular conversation with your colleagues, friends. When you do regular conversation, it means you're going to be fluent in English. It sharps your English, it sharps your minds, your tongue as well. So if you want to be fluent in English, so follow these things in your daily lives.
Great. As Shafaq has described to us that if you want to be fluent in English, what you need to do, you need to just regularize. You need to just be regular for your writing, reading, speaking, listening, whatever she has described. I think this methodology is going to help you out. Now, the same question I'm going to ask to Sadaf, like what are your opinions and points and exact methodologies? Please go ahead.
Yes, so I would like to add here some more points. Like for becoming a fluent, you have to guys speak more and more. Some people are saying that, ma'am, we are following so many things, like we're watching the web series, we're watching the BBC News and CNN News. So for that, you cannot improve yourself. See, like watching a video alone, you cannot improve yourself. For speaking, for fluency, you need to work upon your tongue. You need to talk others. You need to discuss others. Suppose that you have done all the thing, you have done all regularity which Shafak has told you. So if you have done all the thing, but you are not trying to speak English, you cannot improve. Suppose that I am saying that I'm a good chef. Until and unless I cook, nobody will believe that I'm a good chef. So for them, I have to make the food. So this is the thing. For becoming a good speaker, you have to speak. You have to show that yes, I am something.
Exactly. So that has given one of the fascinating points that we all need to actually remember and take it to our jholi, exactly of the English and Gyan ki jholi. That is, if I am a chef, I have to cook, not read the book. Same way she told that we watch multiple videos, BBC, CNN, multiple web series and all, just to improve and improvise and to develop our English language, but we cannot, and still we have not done. She has told one of the biggest point, that's called execution and implementation, where you have to practice English in your daily life and conversation. Yes. So my next question is coming actually. People have a lot of, English phobia, which is called Anglophobia, right? Yes. Why this Anglophobia has been originated and taken place in people's mind? That why they have become English phobic and Anglophobic. How can we eliminate this phobia? Please go ahead.
Well, this is nice question. It's not our native language. That is why we are fearing of that. Suppose that if I ask the foreigner people, like, do you have Anglophobia? They will say, no, of course not. We have problem of Hindi. Even yes. Maybe they are taking the classes of English. And why we are fearing, guys? Because it's not our native language. That is why we are facing problem. Because when you meet a stranger, you feel shy. You feel, oh my God, I cannot meet because I don't know about him and her. So you can face a problem. And if you become the habitual of English, if you become the regular, you cannot gonna fear in your life.
Okay, that's exactly right. Because if you just take something very strange, something very new, you're going to be scared of that because that is new for you. So English is not your native language. That's why you are all scared about it. Right? Now, I just want to ask to Shafak, like, what are your points about Anglophobia actually?
So I would like to tell one thing, that is, if you want to remove this fear and remove this problem, so you need to understand that negativity comes in your mind. I cannot speak with that. I cannot speak with foreigners, strangers. This negativity continually coming in your mind. So first of all, you need to remove this negativity from your mind. Then you're going to speak with strangers, foreigners, like wherever you want to speak. When this negativity come in our mind, it means we are going back from our goals, our achievements, our English language, because we are facing problem in English language. So it means it is just आपको पीछे खींच रहा है अपने, अगर आप आगे पढ़ना भी चाह रहे हो तो first of all remove this negativity.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest point and the biggest advice we have received from Shafak, and that advice is negativity. Eliminate your negativity, nominate your positivity, be optimistic, be positive thinker, don't be negative for English language, right? Until and unless you master your English, you don't quit it. And you are going to master, you must believe in it. Okay, there is the third question coming from my side exactly. It's a very random, very spontaneous, very impromptu conversation among us, right? We have not done it actually pre-determination and pre-preparation, right? So let me ask you the third question. The third question is actually, still I'm thinking exactly the third question, what maybe. So the third question I would like to ask that, when it comes to, talk about some specific topics. For example, we are okay in English language, right? But when we talk about any specific topic, when we just try to do GD, when we try to debate, when we try to do public speaking, presentation, we get so frightened and fearful. How can we resolve this, and how can we get rid of this exact problem?
Okay, so first of all, I just want to tell you guys why we face problem when we come on the stage. Why we face problem when we start discussion? Because we don't have content. No, अगर आप ये कहते हो कि मेरी English सही है, I have tenses, I have words, I have all the knowledge. Still you are facing problem. Why? रीजन इज दैट यू डोंट हैव कंटेंट. अब ये थोड़ी ना कि इंग्लिश मुझे आ गई तो मैं कुछ भी बोल सकती हूँ. नहीं, इंग्लिश और ग्रामर आपकी करेक्शन देगा और आपकी क्या है, कंटेंट और नॉलेज को नहीं बढ़ा सकता. फॉर इंप्रूविंग योर नॉलेज यू मस्ट रीड novels, a newspaper. You have to also learn some words. See, why we use in our English filler words? Because we are not getting the right things to tell. That is why like, so, ki, na. Why we are using this type of word? Because we don't have content to tell.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Fantastic. Okay, we will just talk about this filler word also, Rika, because filler word is also one of the biggest issue for speakers, right? And I would like to also, as you said, that content matters a lot. We all should prepare contents. We all should have knowledge, as you have given advice and suggestions for reading newspapers and magazines. That's great advice.
Bruce Lee has said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks one."
Right.
But I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times.
All right. That's absolutely great example. Absolutely great example. I not fear the man who has practiced 10,000 times. But I fear the man who practiced the one kick 10,000 times. Exactly, right? The same thing, if you practice a lot of times, you are going to be the Bruce Lee of that, exactly, right?
Yeah.
What are your things about actually, speak like we forget sometimes?
Yeah, I would like to say one thing that Sadaf ma'am has said, that when we have no content, so we cannot speak. So I would like to also say that when we have enough knowledge about anything, it means we are going to rock, we are going to speak. When we don't have knowledge about single thing, that small to smallest thing, that means enough knowledge about English, grammar, sentences, tenses, that is okay. But what about the specific topic, as you said? Like, it can be a poverty, whether it can be a population, politician, anything. But if you don't have knowledge about single thing, it means you are going to be shy, you are going to be silent. So first collect the knowledge, content, information, data, then speak about that.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to speak about economics, you have English knowledge, but you need to know that economics.
Yes.
You want to speak about the politics, you need to know the politics. Just by understanding and knowing English, you cannot talk about the politics. Actually, knowledge is important.
Yes.
As you said, you mentioned one point, right? As you said, fillers. Fillers are the barrier, the reason of not actually gaining and in building fluency, right? And inheriting fluency. Fillers are the biggest barrier for developing fluency, for improving fluency. So I would just want to know that how can we remove fillers and what can we do at the place of fillers? Come on.
The same method we can also just see here. Like, when you have the enough knowledge about anything, it means you are going to deliver your knowledge. You are not going to use the filler word, that is like, just, so, because you are enough in that.
Okay.
That's why.
So do you just think only that knowledge matters, that knowledge is the plays vital role for not exactly using fillers? Or there are some more things just like that, upskilling, re-skilling,
Yes.
skilling yourself, like it also matters, like skill matters also.
Actually, these thing matters. What happened with that, when we suddenly get some points, some topics, that anything, then we use filler words. When we prepare,
We have also now a spontaneous conversation, impromptu conversation, but
Yes.
we are not using fillers.
So yeah, absolutely right, because we are the coach of English. So how we can use the filler words?
Okay, that's the
Absolutely
point.
right.
That's the point.
That is the point. So if I talk about the students, when they are not getting the good content, when they are not getting the content to say, so they start thinking. This is the thinking, not the filler words. Means ये short है कि वो चोरी भी कर रहे हैं और दिखा भी नहीं रहे हैं. कह रहे लाइक सो, बट वो उसी में सोच ले रहे हैं कि हमें क्या बोलना है.
तो फिर
That
उसके
is
लिए
why
हम
it's
क्या करें?
happening.
मतलब what can we do जब हम like so या हे ला पा, oh we all do these.
Sometimes it is okay. Even many celebrities, they are also doing like, yeah, like a sir. They are also doing like this.
Okay.
Like sometimes it is fashion. We can say that.
Yeah.
Na, add their na, ki.
Okay,
It's
so it's
fashion
all right.
somewhere. It's
We
all
should
right.
not mind it actually
Ah,
much, right?
yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you na. that if you want to speak good English, so you can speak good English as you know English is easy. So I can speak like
वहाँ
this.
पे माइंड कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे स्पीकिंग से ज्यादा फिलर वर्ड्स होंगे.
Okay.
Yes.
तो मतलब मेरी स्पीकिंग में क्या था?
नहीं आपके में नहीं है.
अच्छा, मतलब नहीं है.
Yes.
Okay, so we can take fillers as a positive, but coaches and trainers, and as a trainer we also tell, oh, don't use filler words, please. Control your fillers, eliminate your fillers.
Actually, it's our pleasure to tell them.
Okay.
It's our pleasure to tell them don't use. But if they are using, it's okay. Slowly they may improve as well.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Yes.
One of the last suggestion and one of the last advice I want. Once more, what will be 3 points to develop English fluency, right? To upgrade and to improve English fluency, proficiency.
So first thing is that immerse yourself, like surround yourself with the language as much as it's possible. Second thing is that read widely. It can be a newspaper, articles, movies, series, like anything you should learn from everywhere. And third thing is that improve your listening, active listening. That is called. When you listen, it means you understand and you gain something from there, and you are going to also utilize and apply in your life as well.
That's great. Immerse yourself, read and watch web series and movies and all, and be an active listener. These 3 points have been told by Shafaq.
Yes, I just want to tell you guys first, whatever you are going to do, engage your audience, which is very mandatory. Suppose that you are doing the things alone, it's not gonna matter in your life. So engage your audience, try to talk with them. It's not कि मेरे अंदर सब कुछ है, बट आप नहीं, क्या है कि वो चीज़ बाहर नहीं निकाल रहे हो, और बाहर निकालने के लिए हमें लोग चाहिए, इन्वायरमेंट चाहिए. मेक इन्वायरमेंट इन इंग्लिश. सम टाइम इट इज़ ओके टू लिसनिंग अ सॉन्ग इन इंग्लिश, ये भी अच्छी बात है. और दूसरी चीज़ है कि इंग्लिश को अपने सराउंड रखो, कि बातचीत. वी नेवर लर्न लाइक कम, गो, वेंट, गॉन. व्हाई वी आर नॉट लर्निंग these type of words? Because we are habitual of that. It is our surrounding. It is our surrounded. So that is why we are not learning. So for that, you have to speak more and more. That is the things.
Okay, that's great, ladies and gentlemen. We all three have discussed about English language importance and fluency. So I hope that you would have got the points that how to improvise and improve and develop your English language and develop. It's a develop your English language and fluency and proficiency. I hope you are gonna follow the rules and the tips and tricks told by Sadaf and Shafaq. Thank you very much. May God
Thank
bless.
you.